Story time. I know that title seems absurd. Crazy. She said I harassed her. Yep. That's what the story's about. That's what the title's about. Yeah, so let me get right into this because this one's heavy on my heart. And I just spoke to my lady about this today. So I was like more willing, able to talk about it. She was just like, yeah, just make the video and get it out. Da da da. And then she's like, oh, I wish I could slap her. If I see her on the streets, I'm gonna slap that, you know, all that. But um, yeah, let's get right into it. So basically, I used to work for American Airlines. This is my like little badge number with the little employee thing they gave us. Yeah, it's basically like uh, employee badge and not whatnot. You gotta use it to scan in and out of the airport. So basically, I worked for American Airlines right for like 5 years. I made my way up to be the operational guy in the whole airport for Seattle Airport. And basically, I was in charge of, all the planes, all the people, all the baggage, all the fuel for the planes, talking to the captains, gate arrival, departure, and all kind of things that, traffic control that are associated with the operations in the airport. Um, also, um, well, I signed an NDA, so the NDA is like non-disclosure agreement. You really can't talk about work and whatnot. I'm talking in general, so this is okay, but I can't talk about like specifics about the job and whatnot. But basically, I was in charge of all the employees at work and us getting the planes in and out with a team. Like my team is in charge of that, so I was one of the members of the team. Each member has a certain time period to basically structure, guide, and guide the airport and everybody else in there. So I'm gonna go a little fast because I don't want this video to be too long. But they gave us a pin. They gave us a pin. This is like a little pin you get for American Airlines when you work there, like 1, 5, 2, 3, 4, 10 years. They just give you different pins and they put different gemstones in this little thing that we're in, right? So long story short, I'm at work one day and I've been at the job for like 4 years at the time. And we get a new manager. The manager's a female manager. I don't want to say her race or anything like that. I'm just gonna say she's a female manager. She comes in. She doesn't know me. I'm new to her, but I've been at the job for 4 years. But I'm new in the management position. She's a manager, so I'm new. She's a manager. She's a manager, and I'm new at the operational position to her because she's a brand new manager and she hasn't seen me for a while. I took time off. I had a on the job work injury, blah blah blah, whatever, right? So long story short, you know, we're in the room, in the little office that we have. We're in the office that we have, and um, there's like it's like a small office, probably by probably like 5 by not five, I'd say, yeah, like seven, maybe like 7 by 10 feet, 7 by 10. The office 7 by 10. So that's like if you play basketball, it's basically like a little bit bigger than the space in the paint. So the box that's in the free throw line's right here, and then the box, it's basically like that area in that paint, kind of like sideways. If you put the if you put it sideways, anywho. So I'm getting trained um, to do like a certain task in the operation room, and it's me, my trainer, my coworker, my other coworker, and then another coworker is in the back, and our new manager comes in, and I haven't even met her or anything like that. Keep in mind, she comes in and she's talking to everybody. Da, da, da. I'm on the far right side. I'm on the farthest to the right. I'm the farthest to the right. She's the farthest to the left. So it's me, my trainer, my coworker, my other coworker, her, and my other coworker that's in the back. So um, she presumes to talk to all of my coworkers, and one of my coworkers asked her, "Hey, do you really like a slice of pizza?" Da 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 da. And this coworker, my manager, the manager that said I harassed her, she's Hispanic. So Hispanics, I'm Hispanic, she's Hispanic. So we both speak Spanish, right? This is so crazy. So I'm sorry, because this story is like I don't even think I was even express myself on how I would say this because it's been such a long time since I even revised this story or like what's going on. But anywho, this person doesn't even work there anymore because of similar, I want to say, accusations or similar stories that have happened in the job. So she doesn't work there anymore. Yeah, it's not in her favor, but whatever, we're gonna let it be. Let's continue the story. Um, so I'm sitting on the far right side. She's sitting on the far left side. She says to my coworkers, actually my coworker tells her, "Hey, would you like a slice of pizza?" Blah blah blah. And she's like, "No, I don't eat pizza. I don't eat this. I don't eat that." Just basically listing her diet out, whatever, right? So I say, um, mind you, we're all having like a collective conversation, but I'm still paying attention to my trainer and my training. My trainer is also talking to her as well. And I'm sitting there, the new guy training, learning how to do certain things in the operation room. So I'm looking at her. I mean, I'm not even looking at her. I'm really looking at my screen doing my work, but we're having a conversation as a collective. As you could tell, 7 by 10 is kind of a small place to have me, my trainer, coworker, her, and another coworker. So 6 to 7 people. It's hard. Like it's a small space. So anytime somebody speaks, we all kind of speak to each other. Anyways, let's finish the story. My coworker tells her, "Would you like a slice of pizza?" Da da da. She's talking about watching her figure, watching her diet. She's on her diet. Da da da. And all I say in Spanish is the word flaca. And now in Spanish, if you know the word flaca, first of all, in English, that's like a drug that was like in Florida. And whenever I heard you guys heard of the flaca outbreak or whatever the hell, right? In Spanish, that only has one meaning, and it means skinny. So, so while she was saying all that other shit and ranting, and she just wants like the pizza, we're all in there basically eating and hanging out and whatever. I say flaca. Literally, I said flaca, flaca, which means like skinny, skinny, you know? So, basically, I called this girl skinny in Spanish, or this lady skinny in Spanish. And I don't care. I mean, I, I just said skinny. Like, I could have said it in English, skinny, skinny, whatever. 2 weeks passed by. Tell me why I'm working my shift. My shift is like 4 a.m. to freaking like 12, 4 to 12, that's 8 hours, yeah. 4 to 12, like 4 to 12 shift, from the morning to the afternoon. And I walk in there like at 3:30 in the morning, and getting stuff ready, getting the flights ready, getting the crews ready, so I could have the crews out ready to meet the early bird flights. And she calls me into the office. So the first thing she does is open the door and close it hella hard. Like she opens the door to the office and close it mad hard. But she opens the door and she's like, "Hey, can I see you in my office?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." She's my manager, so it doesn't even matter. And I close the door. I mean, she closes the door and she goes to the office and she's like, "Meet me in my office." Da da da. Right? Okay, close the door. I'm over here doing work, so I'm busy as fuck. Blah blah. Blah. Boom. I don't think none of it. Now let's pause the story real quick, cause As time goes on, remember I said 2 weeks later, I'm new to the job. So the whole 2 weeks, I'm calling her in the morning, how I'm supposed to do. I'm sending her an email, sending everybody the email that's on the airport, because it's airport security, airport, all kind of stuff, just like different backgrounds, checks, and things you have to do with the tower and air traffic control, and our managers have to be basically aware of all that's happening and all that's going on. I'm a new operation agent, so I don't know jack shit. Well, I do know jack shit, but I need my manager to sign off and tell me things. It's the airport, bro. It's FAA. It's like anything that happens wrong is like federal crime, federal charges type of thing, you know? Anywho. So yeah, so I basically I called her for those 2 weeks, like how I normally would, just one or two email and one ring, like, hey, I need help with this, or this flight needs this, or this is happening on this gate, or hey, how do I the fuel entries for like all the plane. I got fuel entries to enter for all the planes that need gas, so you guys can fly in the air and not crash and die. So I need to know how to put the fuel entry on there so the fuelers know how much gas they got to put back in the plane to take off so you guys won't crash and die on your way to your destination. Okay, so I do those things and I frequently call her, as in frequently, I mean like twice a shift or once a shift, literally twice a shift or once a shift. Because me, I'm the type of person to do my work and dip. So I'm doing this and I'm trying to check in with my manager. And she's always answering the phone like, yeah, I'm here, but I'm really not here. So, if I'm here, just act like I'm not. And don't ask me no questions. Don't call me. Don't da 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 da, nothing, right? So she's doing that for like 2 weeks straight. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, how am I supposed to do my job and learn how to do my job right? And every day that's happening, mind you, I can get written up for not doing my job right. And part of my job is to make sure my manager checks in with me and make sure my manager has all my reports for the day for the airport to run the airport smoothly. The whole airport, all my gates that I have for American Airlines, right? Bro, and she's not like she's telling me, don't call me, I'm not here, every time she's on her shift. And how managers is, they also have a team of managers. So they work around different shifts throughout the day because the airport is 24/7, as some of us know. So yeah, she pulls me up into the um back, fast forward now to the part where she slams the door or like lets the door go and tells me, hey, come into the office. Da, da, da. I'm like, all right, like nothing, whatever. I'm finishing my work. I go back into the office. She brings one of our crew chiefs in the office, which is like somebody who's in charge of loading the plane. Mind you, I'm in charge of operating everything in the airport. The crew chief is in charge of loading the plane. She brings a crew chief that she trusts and whatnot, and she says, hey, I was with the operation agents the other day, da, 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 and this gentleman harassed me, XYZ, da, 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 da. When she said harass me, bro, my whole head just took a spin. I was like, boo. Like, what the fuck is happening? Mind you, I said skinny, skinny. Those are the words I said in Spanish. If you translate the words in Spanish, flaca, flaca, it means skinny, skinny. Go to dictionary right now, type in flaca, type in translate in Google Translate, type in FLAKA or FLCKA. And it'll translate the word and it'll mean skinny in Spanish. So the girl's like, yeah. So she's like, he harassed me, da 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 da. So me being smarter than she is, and being just a smart individual, I'm just like, I'm sorry, did I harass you, or did you presume that I said something that made you feel uncomfortable? You know, just because at the moment I'm like, whoa, I never dealt with something like this. This is out of the blue, like crazy. I never had a girl say I harassed her because I said two words or one word. Um, Anywho, so we're in a meeting and she's like, yeah, he said this, he harassed me, blah, blah. I'm like, you know, did you did you feel some type of way that I said something, or like, what really was it? Because I don't remember harassing you, like, you know what I mean? And usually when you say harass, it can mean physical, but it mostly means like touch in a way, like touch inappropriately type of thing. And in the airport, you can't even do that in the airport. Like, if you touch somebody in the airport, it's a felony. If you fight in the airport, it's a felony. Like, any physical touch in the airport with another coworker or somebody else is a felony. So I'm just like baffled because I know I can go to jail for her just saying some dumb shit like that. And over here, this is like a pro women state as well. So you got to be careful with women over here in Washington state and whatnot. So that kind of, that took me all kind of ways. I felt disappointed, ashamed, just so many different feelings. And mind you, I'm not at fault. I didn't harass her. I just said skinny, literally. And my other coworkers were talking to her and some more, and made it seem like everything was fine and dandy, like, and who cares if I rebuttal the word or some shit while we're all fucking speaking and whatnot, right? But it's cool, fuck it. Fast forward. I don't want to make the video too damn long, but yeah, so she said that, so that obviously fucked up the whole, like, I can't even do my job right because it's like, bro, I'm not trying to call the person that I'm harassing, quote unquote. And mind you, what they do is on the airport, how things are at the airport, they take a record about like meetings and things that happen. So then later on, they could stack meeting on meeting on meeting on meeting and say, hey, we're going to write you up because you had 3 meetings and you obviously have a problem with whatever the fuck the case might be, right? But this case is like something crazier, serious, and different. So I'm like, hell no. And then I go to my GM to talk to him because he's cool with me. I play basketball. Da da da. I'm flying in and out of, the state, trying to, pursue my basketball dreams, playing basketball, trying out for the G League, trying out for here, playing overseas, blah blah blah, right? And he plays football, so he's mad cool with me. Da da da. He's like, yeah, blah blah. I tell him the story, and he's like, wow, that's crazy. I know you don't seem the type of person to do that. Da da da. X Y Z, right? Taking my back or whatever, right? Then later on down the road, I see her in there talking about the same situation and whatnot, and she's just laughing about it, kiki kiki. Like I said, harassing, da da da. Like like literally that shit had me so fucking shook, and it's fucked up because that made me feel some certain type of way. Like, yeah, I'm Latino. Like, Latinos are real charismatic people. Like, when we see women, we kiss women on the cheek. Obviously, I'm not doing that in the airport, but I'm just trying to explain to you, like, the type of character that Latino men have with women. Like, we're real kind, real flirtatious, yeah, all that, So I can understand that too. But I wasn't being flirtatious with her or anything like that. I literally just explained the story. I said exactly what I said, and that outcome came out of that. And she's just not working over there no more because she's done a lot of like misshift and um, mischievous things to other people as well. And they would like, you know, girls and whatnot, people like, Facebook, oh, da, da, she's doing this and doing that, customers complaining and whatnot. But I'm not the type to even do that. So I was just stuck with that for a minute. And that shit hurt me. But yeah, if you guys are seeing this, I want you guys, certain guys and certain men, you gotta be very, very, very careful with women, man, and like even the things you say and whatnot, because she could have said anything, and she just literally said, I mean, to me, it was a lie that I harassed her. I was like, no, you felt uncomfortable with what I said, so I got that put on the record instead of me saying that I harassed her. Like, what kind of accusation is that? To just make the accusation like that, that's wild as hell. Anywho, bro, yeah, that shit fucked me up crazy, but um, you live and you learn, and there's certain lessons about that you know I kind of want to leave you guys with, because it's like, a job is only temporary, bro. And I was at the job, at that same job. There was this guy named Jim at that same job, and he was like a really, really good guy, Christian guy. Traveled to Haiti and back to give uh, give back to the people and whatnot, give back to poor people. He lived in Haiti for a couple years, and I'm also part Haitian too, so that when I felt a certain type of way when he told me about that. He also gave me the job to start with American Airlines and whatnot. So but it's crazy because why when he passed away basically working, like retired. He didn't get to retire, but he basically went, home for the weekend and then didn't come back because he passed away, right? And as soon as he passed away, bro, the very fucking next day, somebody came into the operation room. I'm in the operation room. Somebody's like, yeah, oh, well, I'm glad he's not here anymore. Da da da. Thank God and some more shit. And then I realized people don't give a fuck about you, bro. Bitches are gonna lie on your name. Niggas are gonna lie on your name. It's fucked up, bro. So you have to very, very keep in mind that people don't give a damn about you. Number one. Number two, I'm upset right now because the video basically ran out of space and stuff. But basically, I was saying, man, the truth is, man, you can't worry about people's opinions, bro. Just stay locked in. Go forward. Stay locked in. Go forward only. Only forward. There's gonna be distractions left and right. Only go forward. I was gonna talk about my boy Ross as well. He passed away at the job too, and at that job I got to see many people pass away and whatnot. But basically, the moral of the story is that we're here to create. My guy Ross, he was a different guy that worked there. He was basically, he's really in tune into what I was doing because, he was taking all his paychecks and giving it to his daughter. She played basketball for Renton, a school called Renton High out here. So, yeah, he passed away, and his main focus was to take his daughter to all these AAU teams, and she's like, I think she was like top 10 in the country, and now she's in college and whatnot. So, crazy story, crazy beginnings, crazy endings, but the moral of the story is that maybe we're not meant to just work and die. um People's opinions, bro. Like everybody has an opinion. Everybody's an expert on something. Fuck their opinions. Continue to go forward. Push on, persevere. And I appreciate you guys pulling up and just being able to talk to me a little bit. My bad for that crash out. I felt like a crash out just because I stopped the video and I couldn't finish it. I mean, I finished the video, but I had to make a part two. So this is basically like the second part of the video. But I appreciate you guys watching, man. 90% of you guys are subscribed, or 90% of you guys aren't subscribed, and 10% of you guys are. So I would appreciate if you guys subscribe for me, and that's basically all I have for you guys today, man. If I gave you guys a gem or anything, consider subscribing to the channel. Remember, trust in God, not in man, and love y'all, man. Because you see how humanity is treating us. You see how humanity treat each other. So make sure you put that trust in God and not in men. I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Until next time, man. Peace and love.